What's going on YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Hour coming at you week 3 of the Pokemon Forever Association League battle format. We are battling the Indianapolis Jolts, captained by Mudkin Legend, my boy Alec, who is the one that actually got us into this league after much persuasion. This time around, I did bring some new things. Most things, you've seen before. I believe this is the first appearance for both Nidoking and Umbreon. I know for a fact for Umbreon, I'm not sure if I did bring Nidoking these last 2 weeks. But once again, roll call. We got Heatran, we got Tauros, Nidoking, Umbreon, Black Kyurem, and Gyarados. You guys probably noticed Nidoking, Umbreon, and Black Kyurem sporting their shiny sprites because I felt like being fancy this week. And as usual, this Tauros, his name is Mill. Cause why not? Mill's the boy. Now, Alec brings with him Heatran, Mega Absol, who is the Mega that he did draft, Jolteon, Shaman, Clefable, Slowbro. Now, 2 things overall. You probably noticed on my side, I didn't bring my Mega, Miss Verawang herself, Gardevoir, because I felt that she was going to be heavily a big liability for me this week because Alec had some pretty good Pokemon that he did draft overall. Second thing was the fact that one of those things that I felt that was going to be a problem for me ended up not even being in Alec's squad during the battle because apparently as of last night it got traded away for the Shaman that you see here being his original pick, which was a Roserade. But it wasn't much of a difference in terms for me because at least I still almost the same typing, still most of the same weaknesses, but in the end I still wouldn't have brought a Mega Guard anyway with everything else that he would have had that could have walled it. So, as usual, let's get started, see how we did. So I go into Heatran first, because as usual I want to get those rocks up. He leads with Sonic, the Slowbro, and yeah, no, that's not happening. So I swap into Gyarados. He goes for Iron Defense. Now originally when we were battling, I thought he went for Calm Mind because I wasn't looking, because all I saw was defense. So I go for the Dragon Dance. And he goes to the Thunder Wave, common thing that Slowbros carry. And probably knowing this was going to happen, I came prepared with a Lumberry. So I go for Bounce, so Gyarados goes up. He goes for Thunder Wave again, and Bounce falls down. And we get the paralysis, so you know, do not do unto others what you don't want done to yourself. We got the lucky paralysis there. And I believe he got paralyzed too, so he didn't do anything this turn. I go into my Kyurem, nothing. Just thinking it can really hurt me. I'm not as afraid of it. And he's paralyzed again. So he withdraws Sonic and goes into San Andreas, the Excadrill. He has Mold Breaker, so at this point I'm kind of afraid of this thing, because I thought it might have been Choice Scarf, but seeing the Air Balloon kind of eased my fears, so I go for Dragon Pulse. It pops his Air Balloon, but I still don't want to run into this thing, because they will probably carry Iron Head. I go back into Gyarados. He pops up a Substitute. So, I'm not sure what this thing will actually do. I go for a Dragon Dance. He goes to the Swords Dance. So this could actually be a problem at this point. Because, well, my Waterfall's going to break the Substitute because it is super effective. He could potentially do really a lot to me. But the Substitute fades. He goes for Rock Slide, which should be enough Gyarados goes down. So I go into Mill, our boy from last week, who did a lot of work. This time bringing in Intimidate as opposed to Sheer Force to lower the attack. And I go straight into the Earthquake. And it's super effective. San Andreas goes down. So we're at a nice 5-5 lead, right? 5-5 tied up. He goes into Bubblegum, the Clefable. So I decided to switch out in case it was going to try to status. Then I go into the Heat Ram. And he goes for the Stealth Rocks. Which had I known that, probably would have stood in an Iron Head with Mill. But I'll take the chance and prop my own Stealth Rocks. And it goes for the Heal Bell. Removing the paralysis that Sonic had, which is big for him, and brings back Sonic out. So, I believe I went for the Flash Cannon, thinking that for whatever reason Clefable was going to stay in. Plus it wouldn't have mattered anyway because of the two moves I had. Slowbro would have eaten up anyway. He recovers himself for leftovers. He actually outspeeds me, which kind of surprised me. So I go for Roar to get it out of my face. He goes into Not Kai, the Jolteon. He takes some damage on the rocks. So at this point I know Jolteon can't really hurt me that badly. He goes for Hidden Power. And whatever that Hidden Power was, it hurt a lot. Probably was Hidden Power ground and everything. I go for the Lava Plume and I get the burn. Pretty helpful for me. But like I probably did not expect the Hidden Power ground. Considering I'm only weak to 3 things, ground, fighting, and fire, fire and water. Has to be ground of all things, but Heat Ray goes down. But pretty much bringing Jolteon down to like its last leg. I bring back Kyurem. Sparkle, sparkle. I go straight into the Ice Beam in case he decides to switch out, my bad. And down goes Not Kai the Jolteon. Goes into James Dean, the Absol. And as we know, it's his Mega. It took some damage from Stealth Rocks. So at this point I usually know they protect, but he didn't. So he can Sucker Punch. So I'm not sure what he was going for, but his Absol going down fast right there. At this point, we're at a 4-3. I go into Nidoking. At this point, I don't think Clefable, unless it has a Psychic move. It goes into Moonblast, which I should be able to eat up as I resist it. It withdraws Bubblegum, probably knowing what's coming next. It goes back into Sonic. Takes some health drop there from the rock. Hit him with a Sludge Wave. And we got a crit. Not even bad. But at this point I'm probably out RNGing the crap out of Alec. Not my intention either. Goes into Cabbage the Shaman. Trying to keep Slowbro alive a bit. Cabbage taking some damage and I go into the Sludge Wave. When Shaman does not live it, Cabbage goes down. Sonic comes back to try his luck again. Right, thinking that maybe with the help he could live it, but I go for the Thunderbolt this time. Which is super effective. Sonic goes down. And at this point, with a good 4-1, it's pretty hard to imagine that would actually mess up this bag. Go for the Sludge Wave. And it OHKOs the Clefable. Bubblegum goes down. And it was a 4-0 scenario.
And there goes the battle!
So overall, I did get a lot of RNG on my side with getting the crits, the burn, the paralysis. um, but I feel like even without those, outside of maybe, I don't think it would have changed much in terms of the end result, because outside of maybe the paralysis on Slowbro early on, but considering he had Clefable that could get rid of that, or any of his statuses at that point, it wouldn't be that much big of a deal considering how Clefable can eat any of the special attacks I would have thrown at it outside of Nidoking Sludge Wave, which would have, as you saw, kill it really bad. But much love to Alec. Alec knows he's my boy. He knows I would have never wished for any of the RNG to happen for this really good match. So the Puerto Rican Panjams are looking pretty good at a 2-1 scenario. I'm not even 100% sure we got going for next week. Let's take a look real quick. Next week we would be fighting, drum roll please, Puerto Rican Panjams are fighting the Syracuse Swallows, who are captained by Yu-Gi-Oh! Trav. And he's currently at a 1-2. A 1-2, so maybe we can keep our current our current win streak and keep blowing through. So as usual, guys, this is your boy PXG Cash Howard. I thank you so much for watching my video. And we will be seeing you next time. See ya.